This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
And we're back!
Oh.
Well, this is going to be an episode that's not a power hour.
No.
So we're going to have energy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to I don't want to promise anything. But you're back from America.
Uh-huh.
How was that?
A fucking eating marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the portions as they said? Is it as been told in myth?
Yep. They're just like I remember.
It's weird that, like, I don't remember America. I mean, I haven't been there, like, 5 years.
Dude, there were places we went to eat. See, I don't know if I should even get... I went to Tennessee. And it changed me. I'm a changed person because of that place. I've never seen anything like it.
Where'd you go?
Pigeon Forge. And I've been there years ago. Like
Where all the pigeons are made.
Yeah, where they forge the pigeons by 30-foot dwarves.
We have to reignite the star.
You're about to take the badoogie doogie. But it place is insane. Like I've been there before, but like probably over 15 years ago.
A lifetime ago.
Yeah, and it's a whole
What's
thing.
crazy? You didn't just go to America. You went to fucking America.
Yeah, it's like you go into an amusement park and you go in and there's all those fucking, like, everything is like tied into the theme of that park.
Sure.
That's the way that whole city was. The city was like an amusement park in and of itself.
And is there an amusement park in the city?
Yeah.
So it's
Dolly
like
Parton's amusement park.
Dolly World.
Dollywood.
Dollywood.
Dollywood. Like Hollywood, but with big ass titties. And that's a whole thing. And dude, now Paula Deen is stepping on her fucking action. So Dolly Parton has like all these like attractions and theme shows and like parks and a water park and all this stuff.
And there's Deanwood?
Deanwood's, it's not Deanwood yet.
Butterworld?
You give her a fucking inch and she's going to have a fucking Dean World. Fucking the Butterball or something it'll be called. But she's got like all these. A big thing are these dinner shows, which are it's like medieval times basically.
Yeah.
But they have them themed. There's one that's like the Hatfields and
With Paula
McCoys.
Deen, though. It's Paula Deen themed?
No, they just stick her name's just on it.
What?
So it's like Paula Deen's fucking rough and tumble dinner show or something, and you set out.
Dude, give us a fucking second and we'll sell out that hard.
Huh?
And I'm ready to do it.
To put your name on it, just a dinner
slap
show?
Royal We on anything.
Yeah, and
whether it has to do with us at all.
They give you a whole chicken and like an ear of corn and a potato, and you got to eat it all with your hands. They don't give you any fucking.
In Paula Deen World?
I've never been
What are
to
we
Paula.
talking about?
I've never been to Paula Deen World.
You're talking about medieval times.
I don't think she has Paula Deen World. Yeah, but the Dolly Parton. There used to be this thing called the Dixie Stampede.
I am confused. I am confused about what we are talking about.
There was a show called the Dixie Stampede.
Okay.
And it was like medieval times, but with cowboy horses instead of knights and armor horses. And
the horses are what changes. I mean, you're talking specifically the horses are what's different.
I did take a weird stance on that.
The cowboy horses, not night horses. The men and the people are the same.
I don't get what kind of horses we got.
You ever been to Blade Runner World? They got robot horses.
Robot horses. It's crazy. You don't know what are the real horses and what are the robot horses?
These are replicant horses.
Thing's a fucking trip.
There's a giraffe. He's been a replicant the whole time. You don't want to believe it.
Oh. But they give you like a bunch of food to eat with your hands. So you eat it. But anyway.
Where?
At Dixie Stampede.
Okay.
Well, Dolly Parton in the past 15 years has moved in and fucking...
Paula Deen.
No, Dolly Parton.
Okay.
The Paula Deen's coming, man. This
Sorry,
is a goddamn saga.
Okay.
There's like Dolly Parton has went and bought up all these fucking things that used to just be part of the town. Like somebody else started Dixie Stampede and that was their little thing. And then Dolly Parton came in and says, I want this. I want to put my fucking name on it. So they bought it from him. So now it's Dolly Parton Stampede. Oh, and it's the same thing. And it just has her fucking name and face on it. Same thing. Well, she's done that to a bunch of stuff. Well, now Paula Deen, who has her own restaurants, which I didn't even know, she's put her restaurants there. And now she started getting these like dinner shows and these like things and putting her name. It's like Paula Deen's fucking outdoor.
Paula Deen Stampede.
Yeah, Paula Deen's just her. It's just people dressed as Paula Deen. It's Paula Deen's riding Paula Deen's.
Dolly Parton's singing, Paula Deen, please don't take my stampede. Paula Deen.
It's insane. I want
Just because you can.
Dude, it's going to come to a head and there's going to be a fucking yawl off like we've never seen.
Queens of the South.
Queens of the South fucking yawling off.
Who's older?
Dolly Parton, I
Yeah,
think,
right?
for sure.
But you would think Paula Dean looks older.
She's a butter golem.
Okay, let's start the show.
Oh, yeah, we've not even did an intro.
Welcome to another episode of The Royal We. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
If you guys are listening for the first time, what we normally do is we take headlines and we read them, but we don't read the articles. I took a big swaller in the middle of that.
Swaller. Now you're talking like you're in Paula Dean country.
God damn it, you got me on it. I got a smooth gravy in me.
Paula Dean's big old swaller, y'all.
That's Swaller Stampede.
That's what it's called. It's Paula Dean's big old swaller. Come eat potatoes by the fistful, you fuck.
I would go there immediately. If I saw a sign that said, come eat potatoes by the fistful, you fuck, and a picture of Paula Dean pointing at me.
And it was called the big old swaller. Like, you want to go?
Yeah. I mean, we might as well.
I mean, we're here and it's open.
You threaten me with a good time. We read headlines. If we don't read the articles, we guess about what they could be about. If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should. You guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. Let's get into it. I got a bunch of things I pulled up here. I got to get going in a second here.
Yeah, hopefully this sounds good. We're recording it in a different spot than normal.
Yeah, I know, and we got to, yeah.
We'll see how it sounds. If it sounds a little weird,
we're
a little odd,
well, yeah, we'll figure it out.
It'll be all right.
But we're back with it. We're back from the underground.
Mm-hmm.
Pistol pump Glock on my lap. Was it?
I don't know, man. There's all these fucking Instagram rappers are dropping like flies these days, though.
Yep.
Fucking what's going to happen to SoundCloud?
Okay. Let me see. Where should we start?
It's all on.
Okay. Sex goo. Let's open up the sex goo drawer.
Yeah.
I got a couple here in sex goo.
Okay.
This is one because I love the word I can't even say it.
Teledildonics.
Teledildonics is probably the best industry by name alone. Mm-hmm. Just by name alone.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're ranking industries by name,
Teledildonics. Because they made that sound as professional as you can for a fucking phallic shape that you put in a hole under your body.
controlled by
Radio wave. What is it? Controlled by radio?
Bluetooth.
Radio.
Oh yeah.
That's Morse code, and we both went that way. That's wire transfer.
Isn't Morse? Oh, okay. Well, Cyrus say, now get your goofs straight, boys. Cyber sex toy industry heats up as infamous teledildonics patent climaxes.
Boy, they put a lot of thought into that headline.
So there's a teledildonics patent, which I imagine is the ability to control dildonics.
To control dilders via distance.
Yeah, through apps and what have you.
Yeah.
And it's heating up as the patent climaxes. So they're just, people are trying to get there.
So people are trying to say, like, we invented it first, it belongs to us?
No,
there's been some companies around for a couple years.
Yeah. I think it's more people are like, oh, we can do this now. Now that it's patented, like, we can purchase in and get it in our products.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Long distance dildos. The craziest ones that I've seen are the ones that the girl gets a donker and the man gets a fleshlight, and then as you use them simultaneously across the earth, and how you're moving your dilder translates into how the other one responds. So instead of directly controlling it via an app, being like, "Oh, cranking up to 11 on her," like
you gotta give it 11.
You gotta give it 11. You gotta crank it up on yourself. Brings an element of humanity back to it.
I like to imagine it's just sitting on you're giving it 11, and hers is just sitting on a drawer, in a drawer somewhere.
Like she lied and was like, "Oh yeah,
She's reading a book.
Yeah." It's like,
and her drawer starts freaking out. Oh yeah, baby, give it to me. Yeah.
You know that's happened. Yes! You know that someone's not even been home and there's a fucking empty apartment with a fucking dildo going buck wild in a drawer.
And it ruins your house somehow.
Someone attacked this place with a weed whacker.
Baby, I gave it 12 last night. I shouldn't have. I ruined my dick.
Guaranteed that's happened.
You ever heard about, there was a thing, I can't remember what it was. I think it was called, there was No Fat November, where you don't jerk off in November.
Oh, FAP. I thought you said No Fat November.
No FAP, yeah, no jerking off.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think there was Dick December, Dick Destroy December, where you had to jerk off the amount of times
you didn't jerk off in...
No, so like December 1st, you jerk off once.
Oh.
But then December...
That ramps right up.
Yeah, and it's called Dick Destroy December.
Is that even possible to jerk off 30 times a day?
You just
I
destroy
don't have that many liquid in me.
You do. You're a thirsty boy. I've seen you drink like gallons of liquid.
Yeah.
It's going somewhere.
This December, we'll see. I like how you have to wait till December to do anything.
To destroy your
To make any change in your life, you got to wait for a month.
Because it has to be. October, we do ink drawings. Yeah. November, we don't jerk off. December, we jerk off so much we never do it again.
I hope I make it to no heroin June. I'm really fucking riding that rap.
Wait, if you do, let's do the math real quick. If you do dick destroy December, in that month, because think about it, just the last 2 days of the month, you jerked off 50 times. You see what I'm saying?
You jerked off how many days?
What I'm saying is just the last 2 days of the month is 50 times. So through the whole fucking month, you're jerking off hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Dick destroy.
Dick destroy, yeah.
All right, let's do another one. Here's one in medicine. I didn't really know where to put this one.
Medicine. This is the medicine drawer.
It's really not medicine. I don't know why I put this in medicine now that I'm thinking about it. Woman injured after lighting dynamite mistaken for candle.
I have so many questions. Who the fuck?
Can you imagine you got a nice bath drawn?
Yeah, imagine just being so comfortable around dynamite that you just took it out of your pocket and was like, oh shit, and laid it down.
In your pocket?
Well, how'd it get there? It was mistaken for a goddamn candle.
Probably other people were involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I mean is, like, there was the dynamite man.
Yeah, that's the person who's too familiar with it.
Yeah.
He's so around dynamite, he's like, of course, no, I'll never light that. And so he just laid it on the table. Then, like, his wife went by and went, that'll be nice for my bath. I like to think that maybe she thought that it was the bath bomb that blew her up. Like, those things are literal as fuck. Can you imagine how surprised you would be if you lit something and it was a candle? You're like, well, that's odd. And then, boom! Well, it blew you up.
How? I mean, you would have to know right away. A piece of dynamite.
How'd she not die?
A piece of dynamite doesn't. The fuse is different than a candle wick.
To be honest, I've only ever seen dynamite on TV. But yeah, if it reacts in real life like it does on TV, if art reflects life, I imagine they light it and it goes.
Art. Like Wile E. Coyote cartoons. What the fuck are you talking about? Art. What dynamite art are you?
Dynamite films, Sam. Dynamite films.
I wouldn't put it past you if you just go fucking Instagram dynamite death.
Wow.
The idea, because what's so funny about that is you never made the connection that a piece of dynamite looks like a candle. I mean, it does. It super does. But I never made that connection.
Yeah.
Right? So the idea of lighting this thing,
I guess,
for relaxation, like, oh man, I'm just gonna, my apartment's got a little bit of a funk to it. I'm gonna get in the mood, you know. It's
yeah.
It's I was trying to think of a pussy destroy month, but I couldn't think because Dick destroy December.
Oh,
if you're maybe right, I can't think of one.
Fist fuck February.
Yeah, so it's fist fuck February. You blasting yourself with dynamite.
I guess you already got a fist in there.
What's so funny is imagine if you were jerking off when it happened, right? And the dynamite blows up, and then your like super religious mom or someone was like, "See, that's the Lord telling you shouldn't be fucking around."
It's true. You'd have to give it a second of a thought. Like, I did blow up.
Shit,
Against all odds, I blew up.
You're right about it. Just like, so cavalier with dynamite that's just lying around the house.
Yeah. Like, I've been to people's houses before where just bullets are laying around.
Yeah.
You know? Just like empty chain, like they're in your pocket. There's like a catch-all, you know, like a dish. There's like keys and like some change and bullets.
But bullets don't just fire.
No.
Dynamite can just blow up. I mean, it's nitroglycerin. Doesn't it give off nitroglycerin?
I think. Yeah.
I think I saw that in Lost.
Yeah, it's like nitroglycerin and sawdust or something.
You hit it too hard.
It just blows up.
Yeah.
Sure don't want to be lighting it.
Especially, if you're...
How did she survive? Did she just happen to leave the room for a minute and be like...
Maybe she was most of her was under the water in the tub. God. The water absorbed the impact.
It's insane.
It is insane. It's crazy. I mean, we can click it if we want.
And how do you tell people that? It's like, what the fuck happened over there?
Yeah.
I blew up.
You got your telederdonic dilder.
But you know, like, I guess Yeah, so somebody else brought that in there. Her husband,
Yeah,
maybe.
she must not have known it was. I mean, obviously she didn't know it was dynamite. She wouldn't have lit it if she didn't know. If she knew,
Right, for sure.
Right. Of course.
She wouldn't die. Oh,
Can you imagine that way of suicide? People jumping in front of trains, cutting their wrists, taking pills. Just fucking light a piece of dynamite and hold it.
just hold on to it?
All right, next one. Here's one in Spook Grease, monster / unexplained. Open up that drawer.
Monsters.
Teen who survived lightning strike, waiting for powers to kick in.
That sounds like an Onion article.
Does sound like it might have been, actually. I don't know. Who knows where I get these?
Struck by lightning, waiting for.
That's a better origin story than Spider-Man 2, the electric dude, who falls into a fucking vat of electric eels.
Yeah, that's super far fetched.
Just get struck by lightning, I'll believe it.
Yeah. I got powers now.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it that he got struck by lightning while in the vat of eels? Wasn't it more involved?
I don't know. I don't know. That movie was all over the fucking place.
Dude, I saw a thing where Dennis Leary was talking about they were going to make a Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 2 that was so terrible, they were like, let's pull the plug. Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man was going to get involved with some sort of potion that would bring people from his life back, and he was like going to resurrect his uncle and he was going to like give dead bodies this potion.
A potion?
Who is writing these?
A potion?
Spider-Man has a potion. A magic resurrection potion. Spider-Man.
A potion? Like, what's funny is in that ridiculous world, like, we accept, like, you watch fucking Infinity War, and you're just like, cool.
Yeah, man-spider, right.
Yeah, but then it's like, you say the word potion, and it's like, pfft.
Yeah, right, yeah. I agree. It doesn't make sense, yeah, because, like, where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
Right.
With a bunch of Infinity Stones and a gauntlet.
Give him a magic resurrection potion. That doesn't make any
That
sense.
doesn't make any sense. I ain't buying it.
I do like the idea that there's some writers there like anything fucking goes in these Spider-Man flicks. Let's give him a sword on fire.
Dude, speaking of anything goes, I don't know if anybody out there in podcast land has ever watched the movie Hamburger the Motion Picture.
Did you guys watch it?
Insanity.
Oh, I missed out. Is it great?
It's the best in the worst. It's the worst in the best way, or the best in the worst way. I don't know how.
God damn it! I missed out. Did you guys click it, or you got it randomly?
We got it random.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So you guys at home, we've been playing this game. Not so much me, really, you and Zach. We have a YouTube playlist
of just all these movies we went through and just added. Just really willy-nilly, like, that looks ridiculous, and we just added it to a playlist.
And you guys are just shuffling and getting through. And the one you guys have been voting for, I've been voting for too, is Hamburger the Movie, and you guys finally got it.
Hamburger the Motion Picture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Want me to give you a quick synopsis?
Yeah, lay it on me.
Makes no sense. There's a man who women can't resist him.
Okay.
And he's a college boy.
Okay.
And he's still living with his parents.
Okay.
And they're mad at him because he's been kicked out of every college that they've put him in so far, and he's wasted $150,000 of his grandpa's inheritance bouncing around the different colleges because he can't stop fucking women. Like, he has sex with the faculty and stuff.
Okay.
So
that's this movie?
So he sees a commercial on TV while his parents are beating the shit out of him for failing school.
They're literally beating him.
Yeah, they're choking him. The dad's choking him, and the wife is choking the dad. And while that's happening, he sees a commercial for this thing called Hamburger University, where you go, it's basically like Subway University, where you go and learn how to make hamburgers and open your own hamburger store.
This is like stream of consciousness. This is like you just coming up with it as you're going.
I might as well be. It'd be funny if I was. And then, Zach's like, we didn't watch that. And he goes to this Hamburger University, and for no reason, when he gets there, it's like a prison. And they all have to wear these jumpsuits, and they don't let him leave, and they can't have any outside food or drink, they can't booze it up, and they can't have sex. And a part of his fucking class, there's a girl who's a Spanish guerrilla fighter, who shows up with she has a tank top and like a Rambo bandana and a machine gun, and she's from the country of guacamole. That's the level of humor we're dealing with.
It's a comedy.
Yes, it's supposed to be. But there's a lady, just because she's Spanish, is from the country of guacamole.
Yep.
So there's a big fat guy who can't stop eating, and he's got this electric shock device.
How far into the movie do we get to the college? Like pretty right
early,
away?
like
you
10
get right
minutes
there?
in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's a big fat guy who has these crazy eating craves, and he's got a shocking device that every time he gets the urge to binge eat, he electrocutes himself. And every time he does that, he goes and like goes crazy and like knocks people in the swimming pools and stuff and like ruins parties. And they're
What?
Dude, Dick Butkus is the main dude. He's like the main drill sergeant guy. It's Dick Butkus. And he's like a drill sergeant. Oh, and there's a nerdy guy that they feed 200 cc's of bird cum to. And then he turns...
What is this movie?
He turns into half chicken. So he's for some reason they give him...
Because he drinks bird cum, he turns into a chicken?
Yeah, because it was the equivalent, the scientist, Dr. Mole, the scientist, gave him 200 cc's of bird cum, and it
What's the story, though? What happens?
This is the story! And it was the equivalent of eating a bucket of chicken every day for 500 years. So it's like, by eating that analogy, he becomes a fucking half bird, and these like big weird fat ladies with gas masks jerk him off in the shower, and when they jerk him off, an egg comes out of his dick. This movie's bananas.
I am so disappointed that I didn't get to see that.
This guy, they go to a Chinese restaurant, and this guy goes down on the dean's wife in a Chinese restaurant, and she's having a big orgasm in the restaurant, and this guy thinks it's because of the spare ribs, but all the Chinese food have fucking stupid names like...
This movie sounds super fun.
Oh, it's insane.
It sounds completely insane.
It was, yeah. I mean, I could go on. We'll just stop there, but it's in...
We'll link it out. We'll put a tweet it out of Hamburger the Motion Picture.
There's a helicopter in it.
Just the idea that this guy turned into a chicken, and then women are jerking him off, and he
I don't know.
ejaculating eggs.
Yeah. And there were these big, weird, like, fetish ladies. They were, like, real fat.
Were they wearing white gloves?
They had some kind of gloves. They had, like, rubber gloves and gas masks.
Oh, that's my fetish.
And they took him...
Big ladies with white gloves.
They come out of the fog in the shower and grab him and take him into the fog, and you hear him, like jerking him off. And then he goes...
Is this movie it's like a John Waters film?
No, it's not that bizarre. It's the description is teen sex comedy from 1985.
God, I wish we were this age in the 80s.
Yeah,
because cocaine, and you could just make movies about people.
Calls cocaine, but you could just do nothing was turned down.
That movie got that funded. Someone funded that. Mm-hmm. Someone's like, yeah, teen sex comedy, jerk off the chicken boy. It's just
the lowest brow humor you can think. All these big folks come into the place to eat, and they put in this big jug called industrial laxative, which I can't even wrap my mind around that name.
Industrial laxative?
Industrial laxative.
Let's do one more. Let's get out of here. We know enough about Hamburger the Motion Picture. This one's in science and technology. This one I had a chuckle about just the other day. I said, man, this is ridiculous. Reminds me of an article. Children may be especially vulnerable to peer pressure from robots.
What?
Do it.
Okay.
We are all smoking marijuana.
Beetle boop.
What? Children in news that confirms to me, children are fucking retarded. They're especially vulnerable, especially more so than other humans. Oh, a little.
So a human could tell them to do something. They're like, no. And they're like, maybe they just think it's because their robot's their friend.
Maybe.
Robot never tell me wrong.
Timmy.
What's up? Beep boop.
Drink the bird cum, Timmy.
Gluck gluck.
Okay, what this means is, first of all, we have such a loose idea of how science is funded and conducted, right?
Yeah.
So the world that this paints is that someone programmed a machine to peer pressure children.
To try and pull one over on kids. That's who we need to be talking to.
Why? So I guess not why, but like, do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you do again? Program robots to convince kids to do bad stuff.
What does the robot... You think it's just like an android? Like a human-looking robot? Or do you think it's a fucking iPad?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their definition of robot is.
Because have you seen... There's that robot... They said there's this robot that hitchhiked across Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a fucking traffic cone.
But as soon as it got to the States, they broke it.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's a very, very loose interpretation of robot, if you ask me.
I mean, it could be those things from, like, Mystery Science Theater.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Just made out of garbage and stuff.
Right. So these are robots that are tricking kids... Convincing kids to do... You know what? Imagine when that study came back and they're like, God damn, they believe the robot way more than they believe the dude.
Yeah.
The other kid, the actor, the midget that we hired to look like a child. Hey, kids, you want to smoke a cigarette?
He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow. One of those little hats with a propeller on it. When did that go out of style?
I think you need one. I think that would really tie your image together. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love the world that these studies, they show us this world, this strange world of, like, science. The problem is the headline. It's not the science. I feel like you could write that in a more jargony way.
Yeah, because there's something to that that's worth finding out and be like, oh shit, so kids are really susceptible whenever robots tell them stuff.
Right.
So if we want to,
especially vulnerable.
Yeah. So if we want to sell them shit, let's get robots to sell it. Is basically where that's
from
going.
Robots is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Think about a TV is basically a robot telling you to get fucking sugar snaps and shit.
Sugar snaps, yeah.
Mom, I need it.
So now robots are telling them, and they need it even more.
Imagine if a robot telepathically advertised to you. Imagine there's here's the fucking dystopian future I've imagined. Just a robot, android robot that looks whatever's most attractive to you. Like it's a hologram.
Uh-huh.
And you're walking through a mall and it's like, in Blade Runner 2049, that giant naked pink woman?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but whatever's the most attractive to you. So for me, it's a big woman with white gloves.
Right.
So... and then they just look at you and telepathically talk to you about sugar snaps, tell your mom.
Well, there's already that minus the sugar snap. No,
the sugar snaps where the line was drawn.
That all exists except for sugar snaps. Goddammit. No, all that except for the telepathic part.
Yeah, they have those directional speakers.
Yeah.
Which they had at our school for some reason. Remember, Full Sail had a bunch of those.
Yeah, and it would read your phone and shit, and just the way Facebook does. If you go and look up,
right,
Eve Online or something, and then that's
spaceships.
Yeah, that's all the fucking ads you see for the next 2 weeks.
What do you want to click here?
Oh, there was some early on that I was liking, but I don't remember.
Teledildonics, patent climaxes.
I see where that's going.
Dynamite woman. Ugh. Right, I feel like we had to click because woman injured after lighting dynamite mistake of a candle. Or there's the teen surviving lightning powers. That's not anything.
Nah.
Let's do Dynamite Lady.
Okay,
let's play. How the hell do I get to this article? Okay, here we go. Woman injured after mistaking dynamite for candle in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know this woman. City officials say a woman is injured as she thought she was lighting a candle when it was actually a quarter stick of dynamite. As a result, they say her hands received a significant amount of damage and she was taken to the hospital.
Her hands received a significant amount of damage.
Received.
Yeah.
Authorities say a second device was found inside the home. As precaution, officials say homes on either side of the house were evacuated.
Why did she have it?
Officials say the victim's 30-year-old. Her hands and face were seriously injured. She may lose several fingers.
Damn.
Give us more information. We understand that she was hurt by the dynamite.
I get that. Where did it come from? Why was it there? Why'd she have quarter sticks of dynamite?
Apparently they found a bunch of stuff in her house, and bomb squad may take explosive for detonation to the beach. They're gonna take it to the beach and blow it up. She had a quarter stick of fucking dynamite hanging out in her home.
I want to know how she got it.
Right. It's like the fucking
because that could go so deep. If she bought that at a store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And someone was like, I'm going to replace the candles at Bed Bath & Beyond with quarter sticks of dynamite and blow up a bunch of rubes. You know?
Right?
That's
or you go to Yankee Candle, you buy a candle.
Yankee Candle's better than Bed Bath & Beyond.
You core out the center of the candle and you replace it with a quarter stick of dynamite and then you return it. Right? You melt the wax back over the top of the wick.
Yep.
Oh, goddamn it, we're on a list now.
Well, you said it, not me. I'm against all that.
Not me, Sam, please. Keep those ideas to yourself.
What if you're drawing diagrams?
I'm over here receiving significant damage.
Significant damage.
Receive significant damage. Children, would you like to receive significant sugar?
Yes.
Buy sugar snaps. Exactly. Well, this has been another episode of the Royal We. Yep. I want to thank Kishibashi for letting us use his song /intros. No. Intro slash. I started with slash. Intro / pathos off his album 151A. You know how many times I've said that?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of times, and I still can't get it right. If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. I want to thank America. I want to thank Paula Dean. I'm Team Paula Dean. You guys can tweet us if you're Team Parton or Team Dean.
Team Dean.
Hashtag Team Dean. Tweet us. Hashtag Team Dean. Hashtag Parton.
The butter golems.
That's good. I mean, that's gonna do it.
Yep. Hashtag butter golem.
Anything else you want to get in there? Last second?
There's a lot, but there's no time.
Just no time.
No time. Only life.
Night, Dad.
Goodbye. Fist fuck February.